Nepal was hit by mega earthquake with magnitude of 7.8 Richter scale on April 25, 2015. The catastrophic earthquake was followed by more than 400 aftershocks of greater than 4 Richter scale as end of June 2015. 4 aftershocks were of greater 6 Richter scale. Post-disaster need assessment was done after 1 month of the earthquake by National Planning Commission with the support of UN agencies and the World Bank. The report states that there were about 9,000 human casualties and 22,000 injuries. It was estimated that the lives of 8 million people were impacted by these earthquakes. This is almost 1/3 of the population of Nepal. Thirty-one districts were significantly affected by the earthquake. Of them, 14 districts were declared the most affected districts for the purpose of prioritizing rescue and relief operations. There are in total 75 districts in Nepal. As a result of mega earthquake and its aftershocks, nearly 800,000 households were damaged. It has also triggered landslides, causing further damage and disruption in essential and vital services delivery such as road networks, drinking water, etc. Estimated that the total damages and losses were of the value of about $7 billion. Only in the water and sanitation sector, the total damage and the losses were of the value of $114 million. It was reported that 7,700 water supply schemes were damaged in 31 districts. The post-disaster need assessment report has estimated that the sector has to invest $181 million to recover the damaged schemes and sanitation. Until just before the earthquake, about 25 districts had been declared open defecation free, together with 2,000 village development committees. Unfortunately, about 45% of the water supply systems in the 31 districts were destroyed by the devastating earthquake. Additionally, about 400,000 numbers of toilets were also damaged by the earthquake. While the government has highly prioritized to support the people to build houses, the government has also decided toilet to be an integral part while constructing houses. So, there is a hope that when houses are rebuilt, toilets are also rebuilt together.
If you look at the water supply systems, more than 5,000 water supply systems are fully or partly damaged. And if we look at the physical losses in water supply and sanitation facilities, nearly $10.5 billion is the amount of devastation in water supply and sanitation infrastructures as physical infrastructures. Basically, the existing policies, Sanitation and Hygiene Master Plan, which was introduced in 2011, it was endorsed by the government. Based on this policy, we are conducting our sanitation campaign in the country to meet the national target. to provide basic sanitation facilities by 2017. And after this disaster situation, just assessing the damage of household toilets, we have provisioned 5,000 rupees for each and for the reconstruction of each and every damaged toilets, and it will be provided to the people on the principle of output based aids. If the people will construct the toilet, then after looking at the result, we will replace that cost.
While there was full confidence and evidence to achieve ODF status in Nepal by 2017, the earthquake had brought a challenge to this confidence.
Major earthquake of 25th of April. The WAS sector has been really affected very badly. Well, a post-disaster need assessment has been carried out, and that report states that more than 1,500 water supply schemes have really sustained major damages, and more than some 5,000 water supply schemes have sustained major damage, minor or moderate damages, and more than 220,000 households have lost their toilets. Really, this has impacted the sanitation social movement of Nepal. We are very hopeful that we will significantly contribute to the government target of 2017 to ensure universal coverage of water supply and sanitation, basic water supply and sanitation. For this, we have just very recently signed our one-year extension of the rolling work plan to provide support to the government through the regular program.
As said, thousands of toilets were damaged in the village development committees and municipalities for the earthquake hit districts where open defecation free had already been made. The two districts, Makwanpur and Bhaktapur, which were declared open defecation free, have to work hard now to bring back to the ODF status. The Sindhupalchok, Dolakha, Rasua districts, which were at the final stage of the open defecation-free declaration, also got a great setback as these districts are the most earthquake-affected districts. Bhaktapur, Sindhupalchok, Dolakha and Rasua, which are among the 14 most affected districts, are being supported by Global Sanitation Fund Program of Water Supply and Sanitation Collaborative Council, WSSCC.
Dolakha, it was 90% damage. In Sindhupalchok, 99% damage, and in Bhaktapur, it's 50% damage. Reviving the ODF status because Bhaktapur had already been declared as ODF in October 2013, and Sindhupalchok and Dolakha is about to declare ODF by May 2015. So already 99-98% coverage has been there. And people are quite aware of this sanitation and behavior changes. So we are confident that within this 12 to 15 months, ODF can be revived in these three districts. So we are quite confident that because of this awareness of the people, in Sindhupalchok as well as in Dolakha as well, we can definitely meet this 2017 target despite of this mega disaster, earthquake disaster of the country.
With the momentum of the sanitation movement taken up since 2011, the leadership of district water supply, sanitation and hygiene coordination committees at district level, village water supply, sanitation and hygiene coordination committees at VDC level, municipal water supply, sanitation and hygiene coordination committees at the municipality levels were playing the lead role in open defecation-free campaigning. Also, political parties, media, child clubs, female community health volunteers, community-based organizations and local social leaders, non-government organizations and private sector played supporting roles. Though country is in a critical juncture and the people are combating enormous challenge in the aftermath of the earthquake, but we also need not forget the momentum geared by the sanitation social movement in the country. It was through this moment that the country was in the pace of attaining the target of universal sanitation coverage by 2017.
Government had already said 2017 is the year for declaring the whole country ODF. So due to this earthquake, there has been some setback to meet that target, but there has been several meeting and commitment by the government and other development partners that will continue our efforts to help the government not to postpone that deadline. So government is very kind and very working very hard to maintain this date, and the government is collaborating with the development partners to ensure that ODF is declared in Nepal by 2017, not to miss that year, not to postpone. So Collaborative Council also helping the government to meet its target to declare Nepal ODF in 2017.
The human impact of the earthquake was enormous. The aftermath brought predictions of acute water diarrhea, infectious disease outbreaks, and widespread fear of epidemics. However, it did not occur in Nepal. Out of many reasons, one of the leading reasons might be people's sustained behavior change due to ongoing sanitation movement in Nepal. There is seen bright line in the sky to declare Nepal open defecation free by 2017 due to the continued and committed support of the government, development partners and the people.